So today we're actually going to go ahead and make an ace hat keychain. You can make it a figure, put it on your necklace, make a small version, make it into earrings. Some materials you're going to need are going to be some orange, brown, red, blue, and white clay. These three are mainly going to be for the hat. Some white in there too. These two are going to be for the little eye. Tools, X-Acto knife, needle tool, sharp long blade, some of these little ball styluses, and a couple of other things. I'll link it in the description down below. So let's go ahead and get started. It's gonna be very similar to how I made the Luffy hat, which is just a round cookie cutter, easy peasy. You could do a smaller one to like get the head, but I usually just wing that part. You don't want to do too much because I always end up cutting way more than I need to. Cut some of that off. We're gonna do this a couple of times until we actually get the shade. And some red. Easy way to actually mix this is by cutting it into little slabs and mixing individual slabs. It just makes it easier. We want kind of a pumpkin orange color. Be very sparse with the red, because that one is actually very intense. Let's go ahead and just mix. So now that we have our smooth piece of clay, we're gonna go ahead and take the cookie cutter and cut our bottom. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and set that aside. Remaining clay, we're just gonna roll it into a ball. Something to add though, I did end up adding more orange, red, and white to this because it did turn out a little dark for my liking. So hindsight, just don't make it as dark, or if you like, you could always just change it up anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and take this ball, probably cut it in half actually, it's a little big. We don't need this much. And roll. This should be a somewhat of a good size. Cut off a tip. So for this one, we're actually going to do a very specific shape. It's going to be kind of triangular, where the front's going to be a tip, the back is going to be a little wide, and there's going to be a divot in the middle, because Ace's hat is not flat at the top. And to me, this is just the best way to do it, or the best way I've liked it. Until you get the shape that you like. It's kind of like a bicycle suit, not gonna lie. They finally stopped doing construction work in front of the house, so let's go ahead and get back to it. Instead of going for the eyes next, which would have probably been better, I'm gonna go straight to the red little beads around, mainly because my hands are already orange. This is red, it's not gonna taint it, and I don't have to go wash my hands right away. But when you do hop into the white and the blue, you want clean hands. Maybe even a clean like paper, but I'm gonna skip that part for now. Take the red clay that you use inside of that and just roll it into a little ball, into a long snake of clay. You don't have to do this many, honestly. I just ended up doing it because why not? So you're pretty much just gonna take each one and roll it into a little ball. Make more than you think you'll need, mainly because you can choose the prettier shapes. They should be all pretty even, but still, some are gonna look better than the others. And it's easy when you're gonna go ahead and arrange them to just have them all there. They're all set to go. Now we just have to go ahead and make the little goggles. This one, I am pretty much just gonna use the back of my X-Acto knife. So we're first gonna go ahead and do the white border. In the past, I have actually mainly just painted on the face. It's the easiest, but let's go ahead and try to make it out of clay. So you're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of white, roll it into a ball, and you're gonna have to test this against your actual like thing, because you don't want it to be too small or too big. On the picture, they're not super big, but I personally like them being kind of big, so I kind of make them big. It's just personal preference. You can make them smaller if you like. Now the inside of the goggles, which is the blue part. I'm gonna take some blue and mix it with some white. That might have been too much white, mix less white. I'm actually gonna go ahead and add some cobalt blue. I think it needs a little oomph to it. Perfect. So we're gonna only use a little bit. Perfect. Okay, and this is what we have so far. The face, the little necklace around, and now we just need to go ahead and insert the eye pin. Just cut this shorter. I'm gonna go ahead and bend it. Okay, and on here, the best place to put it is in the back. So with needle tool to make a hole. And you could use some liquid bakeable clay to make it more secure too, but this is fine. And there you have it. Now just bake this according to the instructions on your clay. Wait, almost forgot details. I'm gonna go ahead and use some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip to clean. Now we're just gonna go ahead and just bake this. We're done baking. So this is how it's looking so far. Looking good. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, share it, comment, let me know how you feel, and bye!